This. It's almost breathtaking, Mr. Speaker. You know, 2 hours before the attack, the president is saying that ISIS is contained. Remember, it wasn't long ago he was referring to them as the JV team. Meanwhile, they've taken over cities that we won in Iraq. And then Hillary Clinton during the debate tonight saying that I don't think we are at war with radical Islam, and Bernie Sanders believing that climate change is a bigger national security threat than radical Islam. I mean, how out of touch can they be? How can they be so wrong so often? Thoughts?
Well, I was asked this the other night on a show, and I said, partly because they're nuts. And I think you have to understand, they believe in a fantasy world. That's a short answer. Yeah, but they believe in a fantasy world. I mean, the President of the United States may be the most dangerous president in national security terms in American history. He lives in a fantasy world. It's a fantasy world about Russia. It's a fantasy world about the Middle East. It's a fantasy world about Libya. I mean, it's a fantasy world about bringing unchecked, unverified, unvalidated Syrians in significant numbers to the United States. Hillary Clinton was part of the same fantasy world. And she was Secretary of State for 4 years. It is a disaster. And I think it's a great test to the American people whether or not you can watch this horror show in Paris and learn nothing from what just happened. Let me just say one thing. A very dear friend of mine, Bill Fortune, wrote a book last year called